Pretty much my whole house is in here. So when I moved out, I packed everything in here except for the few things I have at Beth's place. So yeah, today I go and buy my property up in Cuyuna, but this is gonna have to stay around for a while until I build a house up there. But hopefully within a year or so I'll build a house and I'll be able to get rid of all this. So super excited. I'm actually here because I'm gonna pick up some flagging materials so I can kind of flag where the property lines are. Hopefully make it a little easier for me to fly my drone around and show you where the property lines are and things like that. Otherwise, I'm just flying around in the woods and don't know where the boundaries are. So let's hope that works. So yeah, this is the start of my video about closing on my property, and I'm super excited about it. So let's get into it.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. You get to see Biff number 2.
Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm bringing all these supplies. I closed on my property today. Bringing some snowshoes, some flags. These I use for trail work to flag future trail. I'm gonna bring them up there to help mark some boundaries. And then I brought my Skydio 2, GoPro, an FPV drone. Yeah, I got everything I need, I hope, so I can do some cool filming up there after I close on the property. I'm not going to show the closing process. That's kind of a private deal. But once I actually am closed on the property, I'm going to show you the land and kind of what my plans are for it and things like that. I don't know if the snowshoes are going to be necessary, but we'll find out once I get up there. Okay, here we go. I got my coffee, some chips, ready for the 2-hour drive up to close on my land. Can you tell I'm excited yet? That's good. See you in a few seconds. Okay, done deal. I have paid for my land, signed the papers. It's done with. Just showed up with my truck. It's gonna come in really handy because this is what I got. So you can see the land starts from that stake in there, and it starts out narrow and it gets wider and wider and wider as it goes back. So for right now, I'm gonna start walking back there. It looks like plenty of people have come to look on it because I can see these tracks. I'm gonna see if I can walk around back there without snowshoes, and then if I need my snowshoes, I'll come back real quick and grab them. But you know, it's kind of, we haven't gotten tons of snow, so I think in a little bit, but I think it's probably gonna be easier to wander around here without snowshoes. So kind of one of the key things that I gotta figure out is, I see these stakes, I see a flag there. I got to kind of figure out where the boundaries are and walk back there and find the other corners. And I'm going to probably grab some flags out of my truck to stick them in so I can see where things are if these markings aren't enough for me. So let me figure that out. And then it's a little windy, so we'll see about the drone. I know the Skydio 2 can handle flying the drone around in the wind, so I'll just have to take it up and get it high enough to see if it, because it's going to be a lot windier up here than up there than it is down here. So we'll see how the drone handles it, and then if it can handle the wind up there, I'll go fly it over to the other end and show you. I see markings all over, so I have a feeling I might not have to mark anything. So let me grab my gloves and do this. Okay, here I am. I'm on my new land. I'm pretty stoked about this. So, I showed you how narrow it was at the start. So that's over by my truck, but I'm only this far in, and you can see flagging tape over there, and then the next one over there. So it's already starting to get wider. And so basically where I'm standing now is where I think I'm probably going to want to build like a living space. For starters, this will probably be like a camping area or whatever until I can build on it. But this is definitely the high ground right here. You can see over here, it drops down a little bit, and then the neighbors, which will be over there at some point in time. As you can see, there's a house going in over there. It goes low and then it starts to come high again right here. So this is going to be probably the ideal building spot. And then it kind of stays high, but it drops going that way towards the road, and then it drops a little bit that way. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guessing, I don't want to have a super long driveway to get to my house. And so this is very likely where I'll end up building. So what's cool about this is that as we go that way, it gets really wide. So let's start walking that way. Make sure I don't lose my footing. I actually do not need snowshoes. We just haven't had huge amounts of snow this year. Usually we get, at least a couple of feet where I'd be up to my almost knees, but not this year. So you can see flags way over there. So you can already see, I don't see the ones over there, but they're going to be there. So you can already see it's getting a lot wider. So as we get back here, my plans with this are going to be to, it's a little shaky. It's because I'm walking around. Up here is going to probably be where I'll be building trails and stuff like that, jump lines, whatever. I mean, I'll have endless amount of opportunity. And as we keep walking, it just gets wider and wider. So by the back of the lot, it's more than a football field wide. So it's like 330 some feet wide. If you're curious of direction, that direction is north, and just there's a road. You might be able to see it right there on where my finger is, and that's Sagamore Road. And then just to where my finger is pointing now is the entrance into the park. So that's the park on the other side of the road where they're building a mountain bike trail, like right there. So that's what's going to make this so awesome. There's the flag right there. So you can see there, and then there's the next one there. So see how wide it's getting? So there's a lot of width here. I get so stoked when I think about it. So this lot is 2.5 acres, which you don't think of 2.5 acres as a lot, but it's a lot. Now I'm going off into La La Land here. Let's follow where somebody else has walked. Because they probably already broke the tree. So what's really nice about doing this in the wintertime is you can really see the shape of the land, and you can see where it's high and where it's low. Now, if you look, I'm on the next high area. And yes, I could build way back here and have a living space back here, but that's just a long ways to go. You can hardly even see my truck to get back here. So I just don't know if I want to have that long of a drive. I kind of would rather have my living space closer to the road and then have all of this as just do whatever I want, right? I have a fire pit back here, everything. Super stoked. So it's getting really wide. I can't see flags anymore. Oh yeah, I see one over there. So way over there. And I don't see one on this side yet, but it's got to be over that way somewhere. And so now we get on the hillside. So this is a hill going down, and see that down there? There's a creek going through there. And I own this chunk of the creek back to that other tree line over there. Like, so what's cool about this hillside is, if you've ever done any trail building or anything like that, the easiest place and the best place to build trail for water flow and everything is on a grade like this. So I could build some flow lines back and forth along here and work my way all the way down to this creek bed. And the creek, I say creek, I say creek. Everybody asks me why I say creek, but I'll call it a creek because I think that's more common. So it has this last little quick dive, so I could have some, lips or hips or something that go into that, and then the water is going to go through there, and back there is the road. That's not a very well-traveled road, which is nice. The more well-traveled road is that way, which is Highway 210. So this is awesome. And I mean, I've never been here in the summer, so I have no idea how much water goes down the creek, but it's pretty awesome. So I'm trying to see where the marker, oh, I see one right there. So that's probably the end of my property right there. And the next marker is going to be over that way somewhere. Oh, I think I see it. So all of that. Holy crap. I'm freaking excited. Believe it or not, and maybe it's just because of where I'm standing, I think the wind died down a little bit. And I was actually told that it was going to start dying down after 1 o'clock, and it's almost 2 o'clock. So I think I'm going to go get my drones out, fly around this a little bit, show you it from above. Let's do that. All right. So here we go. I'm starting to fly. I got my drone. Let's bring the camera up. And then I'm going to go point over towards my land. Oh, there we go. First of all, I need to know what I'm doing. So there's the left side of my land. There's the right side. So I'm going to go up and over, and then we'll check this out from there. So let's go up. Woo-hoo. Now you can actually hear me better. Height limited, poor GPS. Okay, well, tells me to fly around to find a better GPS lock, so let's do that. So this is the cul-de-sac. Alright, let's see if it lets me go up high or no. The nice thing about this drone is if I screw up, it'll, let's see if it limits my height. Oh, now it's letting me go high. Alright, so let's look down. So it's having to fight the wind. There I am, and then you can see my property. So I'm gonna fly. Let's go a little higher. And then I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna fly straight back over my land. So you can see it from above. And the nice thing about this drone, as I was saying, is it has obstacle avoidance. So if I somehow start flying towards a tree or something, it will avoid it. So here we go. You can go all the way back to where I just walked, and you can see the creek. There it is, all the way to the back. So there's that log that I actually had to walk over. You can see it right down there. Pretty cool. I'm I'm gonna fly a little bit closer to where the creek will be. This drone's pretty awesome because it's really windy and it is able to fight the wind, which is pretty impressive. So now we're gonna turn. So I'm right over the creek pretty much. There's the road. So that's Sagamore Road. And so this is the back side of my land. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna point the camera up. And you can see the lake back there. That lake is actually where the trailhead is to the left side of that. If you're able to see, you can't see it, but I'll probably fly over near there. But you can definitely see high winds, performance may be affected. Okay, yes. So I'm gonna fly back over towards me. Oop, I'm going too high. Oop, I want to go down and fly over towards me. You can see the truck right there. So right below me, or the drone, is my land. Pretty awesome. This is awesome. And then I'm gonna fly over. I can hear my drone working really hard up there. 74% battery, so it's still doing pretty good in that department. There's that other house. I'm not gonna fly over that, but we're gonna go out to the road. I'm gonna drop the drone way down so it's not quite so I want to get it kind of right over my head here. So now if I look down, I'm pretty close to right above me. And I'm going to come down. Alright, now let's go forward and fly, and I'll show you how close. The wind's really throwing the drone around. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Alright, let's get over here over the road. So there's the road. And you can see the drive going in right there? That is where I'm gonna go up a little bit. That is now the park. I am now officially over the park, and I don't know if this is legal or not. I'll probably find out later that I'm not supposed to be flying my drone over parkland. So you see the lake out there? It is not very far. And so I'm gonna end up flying over the parking lot pretty soon here. And so over on the right there, you see a road going back. And then it takes a left and goes into this parking lot right here. Very high winds. Flight performance may be affected. I keep getting a warning. I'm getting far away. So anyway, I'm not going to fly very much farther away because I don't want to risk losing my drone. But you got the idea that this road right here, basically, let's get down closer because I'm getting high wind warnings. I'm going to fly back towards where I am and land this thing. Still got quite a bit of battery left. You can see my truck right there. So I mean, literally, all right, just so you can get a better look of the area, let's do a 360. My truck is right there. That's the road that goes to the lake and the parking lot. So that's going to be the trailhead, and all of this land here is going to be new mountain bike trail. And then we're going to do a full 360. Brainerd is off that way. This is west. We're going to come all the way back around, and then there I am. I'm going right south now. I hear it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring the FPV drone. Now the drone's coming right at me because I have it down here at my level. Coming right at me. It's so hard for me to see with my eyes because it's like in the woods. All right. So it's here. Back here. We're going to try to land it on the bed of my truck. Oh my gosh, perfect landing. Oh yes. All right. Okay, so I'm in my truck. I know you're technically not supposed to drive with your phone, but I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so I think it'll be okay for this purpose. So I'm gonna drive over. So literally we're already to Sagamore Road, and then I'll take a left. I have a manual, so I'm just gonna keep it in second gear because I'm holding my phone with one. I'm not gonna go very fast. But here is the trailhead. So look at this. Cuyuna County State Recreation Area. And we go in here. I already have my state parks pass, so that's awesome. And we will go back here. Not like I'll ever need to actually park here because I can just ride here. But as we go down this road, and I flew overhead with the drone, when we get to a sharp left turn, there's a gate there. And what's pretty cool is that that trail, where that gate is, goes all the way through to Riverton, and then from Riverton there's a paved trail that goes all the way. Here's the gate right in front of us. So from the paved trail, it goes all the way. This is dirt. It's gonna be like a double track trail for a while, and then you get to paved trail, and that paved trail heads all the way over to the all the other mountain bike trails in the Cuyuna Mountain Bike Recreation Area. So in here, it looks like they have a dock that's pulled out of the water that they must bring down. But down there is the boat landing. So you go down the hill, and you can see the little bit of signage down there. And then right in front of me is the trailhead. Like, that's how close I'm gonna be to the trailhead here. Pretty amazing. You can see kind of the kiosk. They have a bathroom here. Sagamore unit. So they actually do have some trails here. It looks like snowshoeing, biking, other stuff. But they're planning on building more trails. Since they got this map over here, I'm gonna go to that map and talk a little bit about this system. This video might get a little long, but it's pretty exciting, so let's talk about it. It is a nice day out here. I don't even have gloves on. It's like 40 degrees or something like that, which is, for this time of year, really warm. Okay, so here are the different units. So here is the Sagamore unit. My land is going to be somewhere in there. So this trail that I was talking about goes along the lake here, goes up through Riverton, and then see this brown trail? This is all paved trail. And here's some mountain bike trails, which I've actually can't recall. I don't think I've ever ridden those. Interesting. And then you come up, and over here is, oh no, I've ridden these. Oh, I know where we are. Sorry, I'll go back. So we come in here. This is what used to be boot camp. And so this is Galloping Goose. All the way around is Galloping Goose. And here's the main parking trailhead. The Skills Park is right up in here. And then here's all the really cool, fun trails. Very different variety of trails, some fun downhill stuff, whatever, technical trails. So yeah, the paved trail will bring me right here. I can choose to go around here, or I can stay on the paved trail. This is one-way trail system going clockwise, so I'd have to stay on the paved trail. If I choose to go this route, I can go here. Here's a little demonstration loop, and then up here is the main lot, Skills Park, fun stuff there. If I chose to stay on the paved trail, I can go all the way, and then there's this loop, the Portsmouth unit, and then I could keep going, and here's where I'd cut off and get on Hall Road. Hall Road takes you over here to the Yawkey unit. This is where bobsled is, and it's where that Wenzy Trail is. I have a couple of my intros have the Wenzy Trail in it with a bunch of jumps. Super fun. That's about the farthest out you can go. So from there all the way here. So pretty lengthy system. But this is where a lot of people go. That's the main parking. There's more parking over here, but that's pretty cool. Crosby is here. Place called Red Raven is right here. That's like a bike shop, coffee shop thing. Here's Ironton, and then Riverton is way over here. So kind of a little ways away, but not too bad. And it's bike distance, so I could literally ride and get to this trail system and continue and get in quite a long ride and get the whole system if I wanted to. But the plans are in the future is they're going to build trail here and more single track, because right now all the trails like double track. And so that's the plan for 2021. And I'm gonna see, here's what they currently have, and they're gonna build more. So pretty cool. Just trying to look and see what these are. Oh, winter. Okay. Winter trails, fat biking, summer trail, and then more trails going in. Pretty stoked on that. Here's the Yawkey unit. That's the one that has Wenzy. I don't know if they have Wenzy on here yet. Maybe so. Maybe this black is Wenzy. One of these is Wenzy. Sweet. All right. So there you have it. This video is going to be pretty long. It is what it is. I'm pretty excited about this. The lake is right over there. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Super stoked. I really appreciate you supporting my channel. There's going to be a lot more to come with what's going on here. So give me probably a couple more months before I can really start actually doing anything with my land. Might actually try coming up here when it's still kind of wintry and camp and see what it's like, because I've never actually camped in the wintertime. So might as well pick like the more moderate weather and not do it when it's like 20 below zero. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm babbling again, like I always do. Please like and subscribe. Okay, after buying my land, I stopped at Red Raven and did a thing. More on that later in another video.